He should be an FBI informant for a long time, they say. So I'm quite sure that play a role.
You're
Because
saying,
asking the question, me, Cat, and Puffy, we had no reason to be hanging out. Me and Cat, and not me and Puffy. So that's that.
got it. So you're saying Diddy's an FBI informant, and he's been one for many years.
Say nothing ever happens, but it's still, like I said, it ain't my business. But I said that because anybody else got it up quick, fast, in a hurry.
You know he used to be a FBI employment. For a long time, they say so. I'm quite sure that play a role you're seeing. Ask the question, Nikkei. And Puffy, we have no reason to be hanging out not me and Puffy. So that's that got it. So you're saying Diddy's an FBI informant. And he's been one for many years. How they say nothing never happens. But it's still like I say, it ain't my business. But I said to because anybody else got quick fast in a hurry. Recent allegations have surfaced suggesting that Suge Knight, the former CEO of Death Row Records, has made claims from prison implicating Sean Diddy Combs as an FBI informant. These assertions, if true, could have far-reaching implications within the hip-hop community. And beyond Sha Diddy comes the hip-hop mogul, is under scanner on charges of sex trafficking amid an ongoing sex trafficking probe by the Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI. An ex-FBI agent claimed that nooses tightening around the hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy. Sean Lacombe, famously known by the stage name Puff Daddy, is an American rapper, record producer, and record executive. Diddy's past is juicier than a hip-hop awards show. From that club shooting he barely dodged to the constant whispers about secret affairs. His love life's a mystery. And don't even get us started on that lawsuit with his ex accusing him of some seriously messed up stuff. Diddy's recent year has been dominated by a string of lawsuits alleging shocking behavior. It began with his ex-partner Cassie accusing him of years of abuse, including rape and sex trafficking. I pray for her protection as well, because there's a history in the music industry in hip-hop where when women speak out about the violence against them, the industry does not support them. We saw that with Megan Thee Stallion, right? And Tory Lanez, absolutely. We know that from Big Pun his wife was ostracized, and he abused her of violence against them. And being in a misogynistic industry alike, and in working in hip-hop, it's in any male-dominated industry. We work in sports. And it's not easy for us either, but it's glorified in hip-hop in the music by several more lawsuits from anonymous women and a former music producer, all making similar claims of sexual assault and exploitation. Diddy has vehemently denied all allegations. But the lawsuits have tarnished his image and cast a dark shadow over his career. Combs is embroiled in a growing legal web following a series of lawsuits alleging sex trafficking, gun running, and drug dealing. Law enforcement raided his mansions in Los Angeles and Miami. These raids, conducted by Homeland Security, suggest federal authorities are tightening the screws. Adding spice to the controversy, Diddy's past has resurfaced. Former rival Suge Knight reignited rumors of Diddy being an FBI informant, suggesting this explains how he's navigated past legal issues. However, a former FBI agent, Nicole Parker, throws water on that theory. She emphasizes the stark difference between civil lawsuits, which Diddy has settled in the past, and a serious federal investigation like sex trafficking. Parker references the high-profile case of sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, implying Diddy won't be able to simply make these cases disappear with money. She suggests evidence from the settled lawsuits could be used to build a stronger case against him. Commenting on how the rapper managed to release himself in civil lawsuits by paying off to settle the matter, Nicole Parker said, "After the Epstein debacle, folks know you won't be able to just make these cases disappear." Informed Fox News this development comes in the wake of the recent sex offender Jeffrey Epstein case. Jeffrey Epstein was an American financier and convicted pedophile who was facing sex trafficking and sexual abuse charges. They'll use a lot of the same evidence to build their case, the FBI agent stated, adding anyone is innocent until proven guilty. But the evidence is mounting heat as rising around Shah comes last week. Homeland Security raided his properties. This follows a flurry of civil lawsuits accusing him of a shocking mix sex trafficking, gun running, and drug dealing. The first lawsuit, filed by R&B singer Cassie aka Cassandra Ventura, was settled by Diddy within a day. But the floodgates were open. Music producer Rodney Jones followed suit, alleging Diddy's involvement in sexual grooming, a studio shooting cover-up, and threats against law enforcement. These join Ventura's initial accusations and claims from at least 3 other women and a man, with one alleged victim underage. Meanwhile, the billionaire and his legal team have denied all allegations, as Diddy termed all of these allegations as attempts by his accusers to secure a quick payday. Federal authorities on Monday raided the Los Angeles and Miami homes of American rapper Diddy Combs amid an ongoing sex trafficking investigation. Several armed officers were seen flying over his properties. TMZ reported a representative of Homeland Security Investigations told People that the law enforcement actions have been executed with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and local partners as part of an ongoing investigation in a sex trafficking case. In the video, several federal agents could fly over Diddy's California residence, the high-rise property in the Homey Hills area. Combs purchased the mansion for $4 million in 2014. There has been a video posted that shows police handcuffing Diddy's 2 sons, Justin Combs and Christian King Combs. They were sitting outside the house. When investigators were grilling the staff, the Fed officers also questioned several people present at the scene. Previously, Cassie and Jane Doe started legal actions against Diddy, and advocate Douglas Wigder represented them when law enforcement tries to bring legal action against people who have broken the law. We will always stand with them. Hopefully, this marks the start of the procedure that will make Mr. Combs answerable for his reprehensible behavior. They said the American producer has been on trial for several months. Despite not being officially charged with any crime, he is accused of rape, sexual battery, human trafficking, and other offenses. So far, 5 women have accused Diddy of sexual assault. The latest accuser is ex-producer Rodney "Lil Rod" Jones, who filed a sexual harassment case against the American rapper in New York. Jones claimed that Diddy sexually assaulted, drugged, and threatened her. Sometimes Mr. Combs would pay to fly the male sex workers to his location. Mr. Combs always supplied Miss Ventura and the sex worker with copious amounts of drugs. Before, during the foes, Miss Ventura was given ecstasy, cocaine, GKP, ketamine, marijuana, and alcohol in excessive amounts during these foes, which allowed her to disassociate during these horrific encounters. Other women who filed a sexual harassment case against Diddy include Jane Doe, Joy Dickerson Neal, and Diddy's longtime former partner, Cassandra Cassie Ventura. Recently, Subnight exposed Diddy and his dirty doings in the industry. Music executive Suge Knight has warned his longtime hip-hop rival P. Diddy that his life's in danger after federal agents raided the singer Florida and California homes. The clip obtained by TMZ was allegedly an outtake from the Death Row Records founders podcast, Collect Call, which he hosts from a California state prison, where he's serving a 28-year sentence for voluntary manslaughter. Knight kicked off the clip praying for Diddy's kids before he blasted the singer, 54, for giving the culture of hip-hop a bad image. I'll tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger, 'cause you know the secrets who's involved in that little secret room. You guys are participating in Night 58, allegedly said in the audio clip. He then ominously warned Diddy that they going to get you if they can. Knight went on to inspire Diddy to turn himself over to authorities, just as Knight did following a hit and run in 2015 that resulted in the death of Terry Carter. Sometimes you got to face the music. That's most of the time. He took a moment to give Diddy some real advice. If he ended up behind bars, you got to make a decision. When you go to prison, you're going to be standing up pissing or squatting, sitting down pissing. Night said advising him to take the first option. He then warned Diddy not to use his newest nickname Brother Love if he ends up behind bars. Do not do your time going by Brother Love is not a good code name for prison, Knight said before ending the call during the recent episode of his podcast Night Brief. Briefly alluded to where his long-standing beef with Diddy had started. Knight explains how his friend Big Jake was killed during a party in Atlanta in 1995, which he suggests kicked off the decades of hostility between him and Diddy. Their beef also stems from the notorious East Coast versus West Coast beef of the Nines, with Knight's record label Death Row Records and Diddy's label Bad Boy Records at the forefront of the feud. Federal agents descended on Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles on Monday as they probed trafficking charges against the embattled music mogul. Videos from the raid at Com's $40 million California home showed his sons Justin, 30, and Christian, 25, being questioned by police as several agents with guns swarmed the property. His attorneys have ripped the raids as part of an overblown witch hunt and promised to disprove the rumors and allegations surrounding him. Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, has been named in civil lawsuits by at least 4 Jane Does and 1 John Doe in connection to sex trafficking allegations. At a retail case, he has not been arrested or charged with any crimes despite the newly revealed involvement of the federal government. Among these legal battles looms the specter of a 5th lawsuit filed in late 2023 by his former girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, alleging rape and physical abuse. However, this lawsuit was swiftly